everybody in camp. How does it feel to have everyone in Minnesota?
Good, really good. I always enjoy getting to see players from other teams and get a sense of their personalities and things that they like to do on the court. And so I enjoy getting to know them and try to help them sort of amplify their skill sets. And so it's been a good couple days for them.
And then obviously I'm here covering this guy and James and Kalia are here. So how much does having James and Kalia here weigh into, well, it obviously weighs into them being part of the official team, but what are you gathering from them both being here now?
Obviously we had experience with Ka over at the World Cup, and then she joined us after, obviously, the Chicago's playoff loss, and then, joined us, fairly quickly and kind of jumped into things, and Ka was pretty impressive for us, and both ends of the floor, and I think about Ka, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and where she is today. Really a testament to a work ethic, a passion. She loves the game. She's great to be around, and so our experiences with Ka have been really good. Obviously, I know James. James has been a real asset in terms of when he comes to these camps and his contributions, and so that's for the two of them. It's been a pleasure.
You've been asked versions of this in settings like this before, but does it ever get old walking to a gym and looking around and seeing this kind of talent level and going, my gosh, this is going to be fun?
Yeah, oddly we don't do that, because it's, you kind of shift your mindset of what your expectation is, and so what I see is young players that are aspiring to be on the national team and not quite there yet in terms of their experiences, and so we just kind of really dive in and we try to impart knowledge to them about what it takes, and whether it's Diana's voice or Elena's voice, because they've kind of been through the journey of trying to make a team, and probably the messaging around that is just teaching the young ones that you don't have to do hard things. This team, as you mentioned, is really talented, and it's different than what you do for the WNBA teams. And so sometimes it's a hard transition. But I think in terms of the talent, it's really cool that they're all here in Minneapolis, and I think having a great time. And they've always worked really hard, and I've enjoyed that about our camps.
Do you manage it? And you've got experience with the Lynx. Say hi. How do you manage that, where players used to be in top dog, or at least second top dog, and here it's a lot more part of a bigger machine?
Well, and Diana said it best. It was actually part of our messaging today. That Diana said it best. Like, it takes time. It takes coming to these camps. It takes understanding of what USA Basketball is about. You don't necessarily get it on your first camp because you're trying to do things to make the team versus understanding it's a process and understanding what USA Basketball is about and how we do it. That's a process that, especially for the young ones, takes multiple experiences.
Last one for me, just selfishly for you, how much does this benefit Nafisa?
It's great. It's great. I always liked it when we had, Lindsay Whalen in the off season, and we had a February camp. She worked really hard to get ready for it. Same thing for Fee. I like that she's getting an opportunity to play against this level of competition because she's not getting that right now. So I think, these 3 days really, really good for Fee, and hopefully are a springboard, and she keeps the momentum of what she has. So, and she's been really good for us.
You mentioned yesterday that the focus was a little bit more offensively versus defensively.
Yeah.
Was that also the case today, or did you get more done on the defensive side?
Well, we played defense, but I don't know that we played it well. But it has not been an emphasis. It has not been an emphasis. We've sort of been emphasizing that the conversation around how do you work for easy shots, how do you share the ball, how do you give yourself up with a cut. So that's really been our focus, our spacing. That sort of thing, and it's hard when you got players from all different teams and different philosophies, and you try to get them to quickly understand it, and they all have been very willing to listen and do what we're asking for them.